Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel for your Chelsea news update here on this Friday morning. And I wish I had some good things to say. Today though is going to be the day. We're going to find out once and for all if Chelsea are signing Javi Simmons. And as of right now, as we've been told by, the specialists all summer long, it's been 85%, it's going to happen. Tottenham Hotspur have swooped in, and it looks as though Spurs will be signing Javi Simmons. We're going to go through all of the latest on that. And last night, I had the curse of the transfer bomb, I literally posted a video 1 or 2 minutes after that. Chelsea announced the signing of Alejandro Garnacho, or it was a here we go. Not announcement from Chelsea yet, but here we go for Garnacho. So we're going to go through everything here because there's going to be multiple videos uploaded today. We've got Fulham tomorrow, which is obviously massive. There'll be a preview for that. There's going to be at least another 2 news videos, I think, today as well. So make sure you're subscribed to GBFC so you don't miss anything. And as I always say, if you want to buy anything from the Chelsea Megastore now, tomorrow, next week, make sure you use the QR code on the screen or the links in the descriptions of all of my videos and use the discount code GBFC10 for 10% off your order for everything. So we're going to start by talking first of all about the latest regarding Javi Simmons, because all of this is intertwined when it comes to the summer narrative here of Chelsea's transfer business. We got some fantastic deals done early, signing the likes of Liam Delap, Joao Pedro, who looks like a world-beating player. Jamie Gittins has obviously come in as well. Lots of other signings have come through the door, but Javi Simmons and Garnacho have been the two that we have been kind of looking at as bankers. Now, I'll say this, there's going to be a lot of people that won't look at transfer news the same way after what we've seen this summer. And this isn't me being bitter because we're going to go through the news now, but for a deal to be like 85% done for weeks and then just like that, Chelsea never submitted a bid. Like, how can a deal be 85% done, but Chelsea not submit a bid? So this is what's happened in the early hours of Friday morning. Exclusive, you're not going to like this. Tottenham agree €60 million fee with Red Bull Leipzig for Javi Simmons. Official bid accepted. Green light after Tottenham sent formal bid following players' encouragement. Spurs want deal done today, also on player side, and medical in the next hours. Here we go, expected soon. So it looks as though Javi Simmons is all but signing for Tottenham Hotspur, unless Chelsea Football Club come in literally the minutes in which you're watching this video. Spurs were working on this deal yesterday. Javi Simmons has obviously shown encouragement to Tottenham. He would be foolish not to. If he wants to leave RB Leipzig this summer to go to the Premier League, we've been hearing, Javi Simmons is waiting for Chelsea. That's probably true. But what we're hearing here is that you can wait for Chelsea, but if the bus never arrives, you can't get on it because Chelsea haven't gone in with any kind of matching bid overnight, as of the time of me recording this, at about 5:30 in the morning UK time. So it looks as though Javi Simmons is heading to Tottenham Hotspur. Now, obviously, I've kind of just been really bigging this transfer up all summer. I really wanted this transfer to go through. So if I say that I'm not disappointed, I'd be lying to you. I think Javi Simmons is a fantastic footballer, and £51.8 million is a fantastic deal. I think Spurs here have got a bargain. You've got a 22-year-old midfielder that can play almost anywhere across the front line, scores goals wherever he goes, gets assists, can pull something out of nothing, the rabbit out of the hat. You start sprinkling that magic into a Thomas Frank team that already look levels and leagues above what we saw last season from Spurs, even winning their first trophy in goodness knows how many years, when we were literally all running around in flipping children's playgrounds because we were so young. Spurs have got a brilliant deal here. 51.8 million is an absolute bargain if they were to get this deal done. As of right now, Tottenham are obviously going to be aggressively trying to get this moving as quickly as possible. And when we get to this point in the transfer window, it's not about, let's wait and see tomorrow. Next week's going to be a big week, boys. It's now. Chelsea have had weeks to get this deal done. And I'm sure something must have come up in order for Chelsea to just not be interested in Javi Simmons all of a sudden. And of course, we have been hearing in the last couple of days that Chelsea are looking at Fermin Lopez. So let me give you the latest now on Fermin Lopez. There's also sources saying and coming out speaking about Newcastle now all going in for Fermin Lopez. I don't think that's going to happen. But the latest here says that Fermin Lopez doesn't want to leave Barcelona. Now, this is often the case, right? With Barcelona, we know that there's always financial trouble. They get away with it pretty much all of the time because they're Barcelona. But they might need to try and sell Fermin Lopez. But if Fermin Lopez doesn't want to go, this isn't so straightforward. Now, apparently Enzo Maresca has been contacting Fermin Lopez in recent days, which means that Chelsea obviously have chosen a different path, which, as much as I really wanted this Simmons deal to get done, I think from what we've seen in the club over the past couple of months, if we sign Fermin Lopez, it's probably going to be for more money than Xavi Simmons. So I don't think we're in a position where we can come out and say, well, Chelsea just don't have the money, Chelsea don't want to spend the money, we spent it all already earlier in the window. I still think if Chelsea are offloading Nkunku, which we have, Nkunku to AC Milan is done. Nkunku's an AC Milan player. We've also got Nicholas Jackson. Have Chelsea decided here at the last minute to pivot because they know something maybe about Cole Palmer and that injury that we're all kind of like unsure about at the moment? Maybe we've pivoted. Maybe we've decided that, in fact, we're going to keep Nicholas Jackson, use him through the middle. Joao Pedro will be used as a number 10 more often, like we saw last week against West Ham. That could be potentially what has happened here. Or, as we've been hearing over recent days, Fermin Lopez is now Chelsea's priority target. And I'll say this about Javi Simmons, right? I wouldn't hold this against him whatsoever. If Xavi Simmons goes to Tottenham, obviously, that is a dagger. After wanting to sign him all summer, after singing for years about the shit from Spurs, sort like Willian seeing the light and all that stuff, and we hijacked that deal, to see this now not go over the line would feel like it would hurt, to be honest, because I really just want Xavi Simmons at Chelsea. I think the fact he's waited all summer for us until now, which is obviously normal for a player like that who wants to move, who's got no bid from Chelsea. It's not like Chelsea have been outbid here by Spurs. Chelsea haven't even bid for Xavi Simmons. So, of course, Xavi Simmons is now going to be swimming to get to Tottenham. That's natural. I'm not going to hold that against him. So for Chelsea now, is it Fermin Lopez? Is it we're going to stick with Nico Jackson, therefore we don't need to sign Xavi Simmons, which I've been happy with that all summer too. I'm not going to scream and shout about that as much as I wanted the Xavi Simmons deal done. It could be a smart move to keep Nicholas Jackson or Morgan Rogers. Maybe Nicholas Jackson still isn't a Bayern player. Unai Emery loves Nicholas Jackson. Maybe that is the deal that we're working on here. And maybe Aston Villa have also kind of just like resided to the fact that that could happen. Aston Villa have been wanting Nicholas Jackson all summer long. So that is also potentially an option. And I would absolutely love to see Morgan Rogers at Chelsea. You guys know this. Earlier in the summer, if you gave me the chance of Morgan Rogers or Xavi Simmons, I'd have picked Morgan Rogers all day long. As this summer's gone on, and interest seemingly cooled in Morgan Rogers when Chelsea obviously still respected and liked the player, then I was absolutely sold by Xavi Simmons. But this is football, right? These things happen. Until a player is signed, we can't trust nobody in the journalist market anymore, because when things seem done, like what are these percentages? How are we quantifying this? Like, where are we getting that from? It's just a guess. But at this point in time, Chelsea have pivoted towards Fermin Lopez, who's a great player. Very young, Barcelona as well, same age as Xavi Simmons. But again, Barcelona want in excess of 60 million euro, which is what Tottenham are signing Xavi Simmons for. So at this point, I've not seen enough of Fermin Lopez in my life to know if he's a better player than Xavi Simmons, or maybe he's better suited to an Enzo Maresca system. Maybe Chelsea see a bigger ceiling, potentially. But seeing Simmons go to Tottenham, I'm not going to lie, it's very saddening at this point in time. So, second part of the video now, focusing on Alejandro Garnacho, who is now a Chelsea player. This is David Ornstein. Chelsea reach agreement with Man United to sign Alejandro Garnacho, deal for 21-year-old winger worth £40 million, fixed fee with a 10% sell-on clause. Contract until 2032, medical scheduled for London on Friday as Argentinian international joins Chelsea. Probably not going to feature tomorrow against Fulham. I think paperwork and stuff will be done, but it's a little bit too soon. He'll probably be at Stamford Bridge. there might be an unveiling of sorts. And I'm going to say this now. I have been saying all summer that I'm against the signing of Garnacho, purely because of what I've seen from Garnacho so far. There's a lot of players, obviously, with Chelsea's model, with our structure of how we buy young players for the future, trying to build a super team that have already won 2 trophies. So I'm not going to laugh that off anymore. I believe we're building something very special. Garnacho, in my opinion, has got a lot of work to do to win me over. I need to see a player that puts on that Chelsea shirt. And listen, we've all seen the images of him as a kid, wearing the Chelsea badge. We've seen how persistent he's been to join Chelsea this summer. I love that. I absolutely love it. But until I see quality on the pitch, until I see consistency, I don't see that there's going to be a concern about this. I don't think Garnacho is going to pull the wool over our eyes and be like, just wanted a massive payday, mate. There's obviously a really talented footballer in there. 40 million quid. In the current market that we're looking at, maybe this comes across as a bargain. We spent the same amount on Cole Palmer and I was like, 40 million on Cole Palmer? Look what's happened there. Now, I need this to happen with Garnacho. There's been so many off-the-field things that have kind of tarnished his reputation. And as well as that, the on-field stuff hasn't exactly been mind-blowing to this point either. He's 21 years old. Chelsea have been adamant all summer that we want to sign him. The club have clearly seen something here. And this is the point where I'll say, obviously, now he's a Chelsea player, I'm going to back him. And I really hope that this is one of those where I'm proven so wrong. Because I still think with Garnacho, he needs to go levels above what we've seen of him already for me to be happy with this signing. Because is he going to play every week? I'm not entirely sure. I still think Gittins obviously has been bought in for big money. The same money that we're saying, no, we're not going to buy Javi Simmons for. We've already spent that on Gittins in the same position. We've also got Estevan Willian on the right wing, who I think is too good to be out of the team. And Pedro Neto is a fantastic footballer. Works so hard, be it on the right or the left. So where's Garnacho going to get the minutes? The only way Garnacho gets consistent minutes is if he flies. So that's what he needs to do. Alejandro Garnacho is a Chelsea player. I'm going to back him. Anyone who the club signs, obviously I have an opinion. You have an opinion. Should we buy him? Should we get someone else? Is it worth it? All of these questions are valid. As football fans, we back our club, we support our club, and we have the right to voice our opinions. And in my case, a lot of you guys watch these videos, right? But I want to be proven wrong. I don't want this to be one of those where I was like, oh, I told you so, never wanted him. I want nothing but to be proven wrong here. Garnacho's a Chelsea player. Medical's happening today. And it looks as though Javi Simmons is going to Spurs. So make sure you're subscribed to GBFC so you don't miss any of the updates today. This could be one of them 4 or 5 video days. So stay tuned to the channel. It might be 2 or 3, never know. But let's see what happens. For me, I'd love Morgan Rogers now if we're not getting Simmons. Or maybe Chelsea do come in now, right now, swoop him up, and I'm sure he would choose Chelsea if we can match everything that Tottenham have offered to Leipzig and with the contract too, which was agreed ages ago. We know that personal terms were never an issue with Simmons to Chelsea. So let's see. Massive day in the transfer window. Huge day to build up to Fulham as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Come on, you Blues.